Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another plan with me, or if you're new here, welcome. I do a lot of planner videos, from behind the scenes videos for my sticker shops to plan with me's every Sunday. This video may or may not be up a little bit late just because it is currently 3 in the morning and I'm finally getting around to doing the voiceover. So for today's voiceover, it's going to be all about planner trends that I participated in, or I kind of hopped onto the hype, and honestly my opinion about them, because I feel like this is an interesting topic, and with new trends coming out and with me possibly jumping onto another planner trend, I thought it would be fun to kind of reflect back on what did not work for me in the past. So first up, we have the Erin Condren, and if you don't know, I have stopped kind of using my Erin Condren and showcasing any of their products and or including them in any of my listings and my tags due to what the owner, Erin, has decided to do for her kids' graduation. I am not going to get into any of the details about that. I just personally don't support it and support that mannerism, so I'm just not going to shop. But in general, my actual opinion about the planner itself is that I was initially not even going to buy the 2021 planner regardless. I do have their, I think, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020 planner. So I have it all those 4 years. And it definitely, like, throughout the 4 years, I jumped onto the hype thinking that it was a really good planner, and this is what most kits fit. It's what's on the market to be purchasable. So that's why I continuously supported them and repurchased the planner. However, it doesn't mean that it doesn't come with a lot of faults. Personally, for me, just getting the planner itself has always been a hassle. And what I mean by that is just that the packages, and every single time I received the planner, it was always messed up in some way. Either some of the pages were flipped. I had some versions of it where it had like 2 Novembers but no Decembers and things like that, and I would have to wait weeks and weeks to get a replacement, and going back and forth with customer service. I think at one time, I think the 2019 planner, 2018, it took me a total of 3 or 4 tries before I actually received the correct planner itself. So that was just my personal experience. And then with the 2020 version, I just really don't like the rounded corners, and with printables and ring binders becoming more popular, I think I'll be heading towards that direction, kind of like what I'm using right now. On top of that, I really dislike the paper. The paper for the Erin Condren is very gritty, it's very thick. Nothing wrong with thick paper, but I do like my paper to have some kind of smoothness to it so that the pen glides a lot better. So that is one of the very first planner trend that I hopped on, and kind of my opinion about it. Do you disagree? Do you agree? I don't know, let me know in the comments. I know a lot of people are just getting to know and learning about the Erin Condren now, but I've been with the planner for quite a while, and I'm kind of glad to be moving away, since just I'm not a fan of the paper anymore and it's gotten so thick. I really like the coil. The biggest reason I stuck with it is the coil allows you kind of to flip back in your memory keeping spreads and kind of see what you did those days, and that was really nice. Now on to the next topic I had, which is washi tape. If you don't know, I have about 2 or 3 full drawers of washi tape. Yes, I'm not kidding. And majority of them are quote-unquote brand name from specific sellers that kind of redo the same design again and again and again, just with different colors. Nothing wrong with that, but that's the kind of style that I have, and I have drawers and drawers of them. And to be completely honest, I don't know why I got so many, especially since nothing about it is really special except for the colors. They really only changed the background color. The main print, or the main item that gets foiled, is the same thing again and again, and it's usually bows. I'm pretty sure you all know this. Might be kind of a controversial opinion, but I'm just not a washi person anymore, and I don't think I ever really was. I really liked including them in my previous planner spreads, but nowadays I don't see, or I can't find the space to include them into my planner anymore, especially the 15mm ones. The 5mm or 10mm I can squeeze in here and there, but nowadays, as you can see in my spread, I kind of just have strayed away from including any washi tapes in general. Maybe when I move into an A5 wide, which I'm hoping to be able to, I will start bringing them back into the planner once again so that I can do those, what is it called, the banners, the little flag banners using the washi tape, but we will see. Of course, it is a little bit of a biased opinion right now just because I think I use the most washi tapes in my monthly plan with me's, and I know you all haven't seen my monthly plan with me in like literally I think half a year or a year. But maybe once I go back into a monthly spread and actually do those monthly memories, I will find a use for all my washi tapes again. But for now, I'm not going to be buying any more washi tape because, man, I have a lot and I don't think I've ever hit the base or the coil of it at all, except for the one washi I used to send out Happy Mail, and that is it. I do have to say, washi tapes are a great way to add a little bit of color and a little bit of foil to your spread for at the cheap price point that it is. So don't let my opinion kind of stray you away from buying washi tapes. I think having a couple of staples are always good in a planner spread, especially if you're going for a more minimalistic or a little bit more of a basic spread. Now on to what I feel like might be the most regrettable purchase item I've ever made ever, and it is the Pocket TN, specifically the Pocket TN from Foxy Fix. I got it back for my birthday like a while back, and I think I've only done 2 videos with it, and I barely even touched it after those 2 videos because it's so freaking tiny, but it's adorable. I initially just jumped onto the trend because I thought it was super cute. And do you all remember all of these planner setup, the Pocket TN setups? And I always thought they were super adorable and they were super great. But I just can't find a way to fit the Pocket TN into my lifestyle that would make sense. And honestly, it was not enough space for me. As cute as it is and all the cute little dashboards and everything you can add into it, I just couldn't use it functionally. Something that I tried doing with it was making it my memory keeping spread, but for a Pocket TN, that's a very little space to memory keep in general. Then I tried to do like a daily spread or maybe like a to-do list, but I just found all of those to be a lot more convenient in my bullet journal. So if you guys don't know, I actually use a bullet journal pretty often, or more on the daily back then, just because I could just write down a list of things I needed to get done that day and just check it off, and that's kind of how I used to plan. And then all of my planners have always been more of a memory keeping style spread, all of the decorative planners that you see here. So the TN couldn't fit into my lifestyle in any of those ways, but I got it and I tried really hard to get into it and I just couldn't. One of also the hardest part about the Pocket TN is getting the paper to fit just right and then squeezing them into the elastic without actually bending it or folding it over. I know a lot of people can do it really well, but I simply just can't. It's a trend that I really liked and I really loved seeing, but I just couldn't get it to work for me. I think it would be really nice if you carry around a purse all the time and then you just have a list of things you want to do there, or you're not a bullet journaler. So for me, because I already have something that did the exact same thing, it kind of felt redundant to carry a Pocket TN and a bullet journal, you know? The setup, I would say, is the hardest part about having the Pocket TN. I really wanted it to look cute. Maybe that's just me and that was my fault. But yeah, overall, definitely a trend I regret jumping onto, for sure. Now, the next planner trend that is currently collecting dust on my desk right now is the Hobonichi Weeks. I loved all the kits that the shop owners put out, but unfortunately I can't get it to work for me, especially since it smudges so bad. The paper is made with, I think, Tomoe river paper, and what that means is that it's supposed to be super smooth, super thin, and it doesn't bleed through. However, because of how smooth it is, it's very easy to smudge with a lot of regular American pens. I thought I was a pen connoisseur. I thought I had enough pens to kind of test out what would work really well with the Hobonichi Weeks, but it didn't. And that was a really big struggle. I was always really annoyed about how easily it would smudge, and it kind of ruined the spread. I know I shouldn't be too compulsive over the aesthetics of things, but I just really didn't like it. So what ended up happening is that I just stopped using it. I kind of felt like I knew how to use it back then. I would use the left side to kind of plan out my day, any meetings, if I had to go drop things off at the post office and whatnot, and then the right would be a running to-do list along with my habit trackers, and it looked great, it worked great. But setting it up and making sure things dried down on time was a really big hassle of mine that I just didn't like to do. Now I found a much better planner for me. It's the Jim Boon Tech Show, which kind of does the same thing but in a vertical weekly format in a B6 size, and that works for me much better. For right now, I do still have the Hobonichi Weeks 2020. I do want to fill it up with maybe some memory spreads, so if you guys are interested in watching a time lapse or a quick speed through of a video of me doing that, let me know down in the comments below. And with that, that ends the video about the planner trends I regret hopping on. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Wednesday for a planner haul. Bye bye!